Have you ever noticed that some words empower you, whereas others disempower you? Have you ever noticed that some words will blind you to the options and possibilities around you? Hi, I'm Debra Kasowski, 3-time best-selling author, speaker, executive coach, and the podcast host of the Millionaire Woman Show. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of your words and why they matter. I think people take for granted the words that we use, not realizing how much energy is put behind them. Words can heal, words can uplift, they can build people up, and words can also shame and hurt and really take people down. So when you use your words, use them with intention. Some disempowering words that I want to address today, I'm going to address them and then I'm going to help you shift so you can change those words in your vocabulary. So pay close attention to the words that I share with you, as I'm going to give you options to remove some of those words out of your vocabulary so that you are speaking more empowered, with intention, and really going after the meaning behind the words that you want to, because your words do matter. Contrary to what you think, they're also influencing you and they're affecting the results in your life. So the word can't, for example, is about I choose not to. Often you have the ability, but you're choosing not to do something. So often when someone comes to you and says, hey, do you want to do this? Or can you do this for me? And you say, I can't. It might be just that you're saying it's not a priority for me, I'm not interested, and I'm choosing not to. Another one is someday. When you say someday I will do this, when everything aligns, I will do this. That someday isn't on the calendar. The should've, would've, and could've. Often you see that as self-defeating behavior. I should've did this with regret. I would've did this if I would've known. And that guilt that's lied behind it. So I want you to take away that guilt and shame and quit shoulding on yourself. It's not serving you or anyone else. The other one is the word try. You either do or you do not, in the famous words of Yoda. You can't try to pick up a glass. You can't try to pick up a pen. You actually do it or you don't. So that would be another one of those words to drop from your vocabulary. The other one is the word problem. When we focus on problems and put our attention on a problem, you tend to see more and get more problems versus shifting to the language to, I'm a bit challenged right now. And it blocks creativity and it doesn't deliver solutions. So what you want to be doing is focused on looking for solutions to whatever issue that you have in front of you. And you will be more apt to find those solutions right there. The word just. You know, I'm just a nurse, or I just fixed this. The word just negates and minimizes what you are. So whenever I hear someone say, I'm just this, I say, you are this. It's not about just. So please get rid of just, because we don't need to minimize. We need to empower and embrace who we are and the qualities that we have. Then there's the word but. But negates everything that's said before it. So it takes away the meaning of anything after it. You look great, but. Good job on that presentation, but. So you can see how it's negating anything that you said before it. So anything that was said that was positive, you're going to be like, oh, so it wasn't really that great, was it? So instead, replace it with and, or make it a separate sentence altogether. So if you're going to offer somebody some good news or good words, what you're going to do is just state the statement. If you want to offer feedback, deliver it a bit differently without using the word but. And then there's the word don't. It's don't do that. Don't do this. See, our brain doesn't know what don't is. When you say don't think of a pink elephant, what are you doing? I caught you. You're thinking of that pink elephant, aren't you? So using don't to give someone direction, don't do this, they're going to think about what you said not to do. So really pay attention to seeing how much energy and power is behind the words. Then we have people who don't think before they talk. They are those people who don't filter what they say. And often they don't realize that their words have significance and they can have an impact on someone, and they can be quite hurtful. Also, gossip. When people start gossiping, talking about others in poor manner, what they're doing is saying more about themselves than they are about anyone else. And they're wasting their attention and focus where it doesn't need to be. Your speech reflects whether you use words respectfully, humility, and with kindness. So the way you speak about others and yourself says a lot about what's going on in here. I interviewed Lolly Daskal on the Millionaire Woman Show several years ago, and I came across this quote on her blog the other day, and it says this: "Words are x-rays of our heart, a connection between our inner life and the world around us." And I found it so powerful because of that x-ray metaphor. Because our words truly speak volumes about what you're thinking here, and it's showing up around you. As Don McGill Ruiz said, always be impeccable with your word, whether it be about yourself or about others. And the way you speak out into the world is often a reflection of how you speak to yourself, that self-talk. So really pay attention to the words you're using. Words are more powerful than action. And, there was this article I was reading, and it talked about, do you know that it's ideas and words that actually have started wars? Fascinating, right? So when we think about what words do, they are energy, they can be empowering, and they can disempower. When we are speaking to others, we want to lift people up, not pull them down. So when you go out into the world, I want to challenge you today to offer words of compliment, to offer words of encouragement, and to really make a difference by paying attention to the timing of your words. Sometimes it can be in the subtleness of your delivery, saying the right words at the right time, that can make the biggest difference. Thank you for joining me. I'm Debra Kasowski. I would love for you to go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com, with a 3-part video course called Making Habits Stick, helping you focus with consistency to break down those habits to get those goals of yours to become a reality. I'd also love you to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the bell so you don't miss a single beat, and like this video and share it with others. Comment below. Thank you for joining me.